I'm Colin, aka Neil deGrasse Tyson, aka the biggest Spurs fan you'll ever meet. And this is my awesome mom. And this podcast, I guess you call it a podcast, it's called Chatting Shit, where we chat shit about the best soccer team in the world, best football team ever, Tottenham Hotspur, baby. What's up, Mom?
Woohoo! Nothing much. What's up with you, babe?
Oh, sweating. It's hot outside.
Yeah, steamy.
Yeah, I don't know about. Looks like we got one viewer. What up, viewer? Two viewers?
Viewer.
I don't know where you guys are, but god damn, it is humid and gross here. Ugh. Well, I'm actually at the Spurs stadium, so however it is in London, that's how it is here.
Through the magic of television.
Yes, but yeah. So, man, all kinds of shit going on to chat about in the Spurs world.
Yeah.
But first, I want to give everyone a taste of my brand new opening. And it might lag a little bit. I'm still kind of working out the kinks. But check out these techers. Here it goes. Yeah, that was it. There's actually a little bit more at the end. I put an unfinished version up there, but yeah, that's the
latest signing for Tottenham Hotspur.
Have no fear, the striker problem is fixed.
Now we have somebody new to 2-foot people since Lamella's gone.
Exactly. I will carry on the torch. I'm not Argentinian, but I don't think. But yeah,
you played like that, so.
I'll put it in a tackle. And I think that's why I love the guy so much, is because we had a similar playing style in that if you can't beat him, beat him.
Hurt him?
Yeah. Beat him. Beat him.
Yep. Beat him.
And in that fashion, I want to put this banner up. It's how we're all feeling. I'll just say it. Scores. I mean, so we beat Arsenal over the weekend. Preseason friendly, but it's a North London derby. Did you have a chance to watch?
Sorry, I was on holiday. I did not.
Yeah, I already knew that actually, but I wanted to ask for the viewers, plural two. We have them.
I'm sure they're really concerned whether I saw it or not, but yeah,
they now know that you didn't see it.
It breaks my heart.
Yeah,
I've watched them all before.
It was actually the funnest one to watch out of all of them, so there was that.
I would have screamed out loud when Dele hit the wood twice. Ugh.
Man, but he looked lively.
Yeah.
Good.
I've seen highlights.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So you've at least seen the extended highlights then?
Yeah, I think so. But I was really tired when I got back, so my details are kind of fuzzy.
How was your holiday? Where did you go?
St. Louis, Missouri.
And then, but hold on, I think you said there was something cool about the place that you stayed.
It had a British theme. It was called the Cheshire, and it was
nice.
very,
yeah. What author did you get?
I can't remember. Somebody.
All the rooms there are named after authors, or have an author's name on them. A British author, I'm guessing.
I assume so. Everything else there is British.
It would make the most sense. Anyway, you didn't get to see the Arsenal game, but do you have any impressions from the bits and pieces that you have seen?
Evidently, from what I hear, Tanguy did a hell of a job.
That's true.
I'm really sad I didn't get to see Pierre try to take
Square
out
up to. Oh,
damn!
Man,
I wish I'd seen that. Damn! I wish I'd seen
that.
Right
before I got online with you, I watched a clip, and it was just Arteta, and it was just him how fast he backed away.
He's such a wuss, baby.
Oh,
and
man.
then Pierre goes over and tries to be a gentleman and shake his hand, and it was sort of like, it's like,
I didn't see.
You
I didn't
are
see him do
such
that.
a dickweed. I mean, that maybe is so mad, but anyway, yeah.
Oh man, Shane Black. What's up,
You'll
Shane?
have to read these things. I can't see.
He says, "Hey, Colin and Mum Julie, it's a beautiful day here in Australia."
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, I wish I was there, man. I've never got the chance to visit, but I hear there's spiders that are this big. Are there spiders this big, Shane? Let us know in the comments because I gotta
The
know.
flight alone would kill me.
So easy to get sidetracked. All right, so
Yeah.
the game. Yeah, Shane said he also just caught the highlights. I watched the full second half. I slept through the first half, so I've watched highlights for that. You're right. Tanganga was great. I'm gonna say
I hear Davinson Sanchez played pretty well, from what I hear.
I'm trying not to say it too many times and hope that I don't like jinx it, but yeah, he did. And it makes me have to wonder who the center back pairing is going to be whenever the season starts. But that's for later.
Did Rodon get on at all?
Towards the very end, he did. Yep. Maybe 67th minute. That's my guess. Best guess.
We haven't really seen much of him, so.
Yeah. No, we haven't, but I'm excited to, and I think that we will. Obviously, with all the competitions we're in this year, we'll definitely see more of him. Whether it be the ECL. I'm trying to get hyped about that. So we're in the Europa Conference League, people.
Hey, I think Messi should come to us. That's the one trophy he hasn't won.
That's a really good point, and I don't know if anyone's told him that.
If you want to, fill out your, resume, there you go.
Your CV, yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
makes sense to me. You probably ought to hit him up. I don't know if anyone's told him that, so hit him up.
I'm sure somewhere somebody said that.
The Arsenal game.
I don't think he's. I'm not sure he's really interested.
It was a preseason friendly.
Yes.
But still, it was the most lively we've looked. It was the most that I've seen us press, or at least as a unit. We oftentimes have like a player or two that will press, like individually, but as a unit, we pressed better in this game than I've seen us so far, which gives me hope. After watching Mourinho ball for over a year,
that was painful.
Seeing some. We were on the front foot. It was cool. It was different. But there's also some worrying aspects of the game. Our midfield just got I didn't think our midfield was great. At least not for the entire game. Like I said, the second half is what I watched.
Was Skippy and Pierre and Dele?
Correct. Correct. You know what? I'm gonna say
I've been happy with everything I've seen from Skippy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So one of the things I have here. All right, and I asked about the spiders. Shane says they do have big ass spiders and they're poisonous.
As big as a dinner plate?
Yeah, probably just count me out of Australia. I don't know.
Yeah, you hate spiders.
It's so beautiful, but I just hate spiders and bugs in general. So kind of fucked. But yeah. So Skippy, he's completely displaced Winks in the team for me.
Well, I agree.
He offers what Winks offers, and then more. I
will say in the Chelsea game when Winks came on, he looked good for the first time in a long time.
He's got something to prove, and we've been saying all over all the other streams that I've been on lately. They talk about new manager, new lease on life for everybody. Really, you get your chance to prove the manager, and I feel like we're now witnessing a lot of players put in the work and try to earn their place in the team back. And Winks has given it his best, but I still think that Skip offers that deep lying playmaker type recycling role, but also he can put in a better tackle than Winksy can. And I think that he's a little better at forward progression. I don't know. What would you say?
That was did you have that glitch? I kind of lost you there for a minute.
Oh no, it wasn't. I didn't see anything. Damn.
Oh well, both me and you disappeared on my. Sorry. What was there a question in there?
Oh yeah. But to be honest, it wasn't that good of a question.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just going on and on about Winks because I talk so much shit about that dude.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I still don't think I would mind if we could get a good price for him and use that money to buy some new blood. I don't think I'd mind at all.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty likely to happen. I mean, he's going to be pushing for game time because a player, he's good enough that he deserves to be playing. He deserves game time somewhere, and he'll get it.
Oh,
at another Premier League team.
Yeah.
Just not at Spurs, not where we are. And you know what? Maybe he'll go to a team and he'll really impress. And people will say, "Oh, why didn't he play at Spurs?" Well,
Yeah.
it just wasn't fucking working out. Whatever.
Sometimes the recipe just doesn't work.
Gilpy
Yeah.
Sigurdsson is awesome, I think, for Everton, and he's a player that I wish we hadn't sold, but he wanted game time. He needed that game time to get, that consistent game time to get better, and he wasn't going to get that at Spurs. And I could see the same thing with Winks, but I don't. Oh, okay. I wish him nothing but the best.
Yeah. There's been a lot of players that I've really liked them.
Well, yeah, you mentioned even just Tanganga from when I asked you
have
earlier.
Talent,
Yeah. Well, we've got to see a lot of the youngsters, but
go ahead.
outside of the obvious ones, it's hard for me to get. I don't know enough about a lot of them.
Yeah.
But Tanganga, could he be counted? Do Tanganga and Skippy count as youngsters? There's an argument to make, I guess, that they're full-fledged members of the team. I think I'm yelling. Sorry if I've been yelling. Anybody? The two viewers. Sorry.
Their ears hurt. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I kind of consider them just part of
regular
the team,
old first teamers. Yeah. Well, then if they don't count,
but pretty much. Well, and I think that with like cup games and conference league games and stuff like that, I could maybe see a path for Dame Scarlett to sneak in there. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
depending,
he'll get the chance, and it's just whether or not he grabs it and runs with it.
Yeah. I've liked what I've seen from him. For a young, skinny kid, he's got some fire and gets there and doesn't get bullied off the ball as much as you might think he would, But
right, and some of the runs he makes are just very intelligent and offers a dimension to the team that we don't currently have. So, Shane. Okay, we were going to talk about transfers, damn it, and let's get into it now because Shane says,
"Let's do it."
Lautaro Martinez wants to come to Spurs. Buy him as soon as we can. Yes,
agreed.
I mean, agreed. If he wants to come to Spurs, I hadn't heard that much. I hadn't heard him.
I keep hearing. I hear from on Reddit and a couple other places that he definitely would like to.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I guess we wouldn't have been pursuing him. So, negotiating to such an extent if we weren't pretty sure that he would be down for the move. But I just know that Inter don't want to sell.
Please don't let us drag this one out like we did Ramero. Please, please, please.
Right. But I'm
just
correct
pony
in
up the money and buy him and let's run.
But they don't want to sell, from what I understand.
I know they don't want to sell. But their finances are so screwed that they may need to sell anyway. So
right, that could be smoke and mirrors.
It could be. And is he the one that they're trying to get to sign a new contract so that they can more or less jack up the price a little bit more on it?
Probably, but from all I've heard, he's refused to.
Yeah,
that's good for us for money. Yeah. Not so good for Inter. I mean, they're going to need the cash bad.
Yeah, how can they be mismanaged so poorly that they could be in such trouble with that?
Well, it has something to do with their ownership and
right, exactly,
and laws in China.
Yeah.
Due to COVID stuff. I was actually talking to
he had another team that he had to completely liquidate.
Yeah, and it was
in the Chinese Super League. They just won the Chinese Super League and they had to completely liquidate it.
Wow, I hope that's not Dembele's team. I bet that's the team Dembele played for. But Shane says that the Martinez wants to come to Spurs to link up with Ramero and Lo Celso.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I would be totally fine with having an Argentine contingent where we used to have our Belgians,
our Welsh Mafia, and our Belgians, and I think most of our French seem to be on their way out. So
it really benefits the team to have their compatriots from their country to talk to play with, and they've played more games with them. It just makes a lot of sense to me. Scott M says he thinks Inter will sell once they get another striker in. Zapata and Edin Dzeko are two that have been rumored, and I've heard the Dzeko rumors, and I think that's likely to happen. I don't think that Mourinho rates him, and so I think that Roma, and also isn't he like 34? I think he's like an old dude. So I'll Google it because I'm not sure, and I don't want to be a liar. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like old. And Shane says that the problem that Inter's having, I'll throw it up, is due to tax allowances that footballers and teams have. And that makes sense. I could see them tightening the belt there in China just due to everything that's kind of going on.
Interesting.
Looks like my phone's dead.
So you're not going to Google it for us?
Nope.
Okay.
Jeko's old, guys. He's like 34. I'm 35. Scott, coming in clutch. Thank you again, Scott. I appreciate you. If you ever want to come on the show, we'd be glad to have you to chat shit with us. Taunton Mom, have you heard anything else? You got any other dirt for me? Any other rumors? What's the scuttlebutt?
I'd like to get Vlahovic.
Vlahovic? I don't know where the how you do your inflections there, but
I'm sorry. Vlahovic, but I think that's looking less likely.
Jeko's 35. Sorry, I just can't get over that. Remember when he was so good and promising, and I mean he was a Premier League goal scorer. He could do it for City. Man, crazy, wild times. We're all getting old.
Time is an enemy for all of us.
That goddamn hourglass just keeps getting more and more empty.
Oh gosh, yes, because you're so old, Colin.
Oof. Yeah, look at these bags. It looks like I've been burning the candle at both ends.
Yeah.
Man. All right.
Man. So, and who's this Russian dude? I'm sorry, I would never in a million years be able to say his name. It's a winger.
Try. Yeah, I'm not going to try. But he's a right winger, and I mean that's a position where we're weak, where we don't. Yeah,
we definitely need people on the right. We're loaded on the left. Yeah. So.
And he seems to me like one of those signings that a team like like Red Bull Leipzig, or another one of those like smart Atalanta would pick him up, and then in a year or two they
develop him down, and then sell him cheap, and then sell him for more money later.
Exactly, and at a price that we can't afford to a team like City. Or so us snapping up those players, I'm fine.
So evidently,
I think that's great.
He's tied also to Leeds and Juventus,
and it also makes me think that's probably just another damn name that's thrown in by an agent to get.
Well, yeah. One of these people.
Tottenham's always used for that. So now, if the player's not coming from an Italian team, I'm very skeptical about reports. But as soon as I hear about a player from Italy or an Italian team, I'm like, ooh, baby. That's that Paratici vibe.
And the guy that plays for Bordeaux, again, I would never be able to say their name.
He's an attacking midfielder. Some knowledge I don't have. That's just weird because that's another position where I don't think we're exactly weak.
Yacine is his first name.
Is he another young blood?
21.
And he said he's an attacking midfielder. I wonder if that means he plays solely down the center, or if he can play on the side too. What's cool is,
honest to God, I don't know. They claim that Arsenal and AC Milan are also interested in him.
That seems like another one where they just throw our name in, just to get
maybe, possibly, but if Paratici really does do lots and lots of has lots of irons in the fire before. Hey, so evidently, Tom. Oh, now I'll never say. I said it a million times.
Tomiyasu. Takahiro Tomiyasu?
Yeah, evidently there's some whispers that he could be ours in the next couple days.
About damn time. I think that'll be the end of our defensive signings for the year. Oh,
perhaps. You think so? You think we'll keep Sanchez or Dyer?
I think Dyer's going to stay for sure. Absolutely, 100%.
Uh-oh. You're locked up on my computer. I hope you unlock some.
Oh. I'm not locked up.
There you go.
Here.
Hey.
Okay. Hey.
I'm on a phone. I'm sorry.
No. Stuff your sorries in a sack. But can you repeat your last question to me though? Oh, do I think we're going to keep any of our current defenders? Yes. Dyer is going to stay. I'm like so sure of it. We haven't had any links of him leaving or any clubs really being interested, but we have had interest in Sanchez.
That's true. We absolutely have. Yeah.
And so there's a chance to recoup some of that money there. Dyer, I think, is still viewed very positively by the management and by club officials and stuff. And I don't think he's going anywhere, as evidenced by the fact that he started and captained like all of our preseason matches.
Yeah,
I think he's here to stay for the season at least, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him start against Manchester City come first game of the season.
Okay. So we got to get Sissoko.
Oh,
Encourage him. He's supposed to go off to Turkey.
yes, but
But I
before
heard there
that,
was a
well, I
second
want to
team
talk.
that was looking at him. It
Yeah,
was an
Team in
Italian
Italy.
team, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was. But before we get there,
Okay.
Tomiyasu. If we get
Tomiyasu.
Tomiyasu, that is going to be the end of our defensive signings. The bald man will say, "That's right back and cover at center back. We're good. We've got it covered." I can already hear it. I already know it. I don't know. Do you think? We're going for
Very
another center back?
possibly. I can't think of any other defensive players that people are talking about heavily right now. So, probably. I don't know.
Shane, thank you. Dyer wasn't captain against the scum. It had to have been Larice. That's my bad. I'm kind of a ding dong. AC Milan was linked for Sissoko, but Scott's not sure if he believes it. And you know what, Scott? I don't. I mean, in Italy, his pace and power, that's declining. Of course, that's the problem with him at Spurs. But he would be able to use what he has left to better effect in Italy. I could see him being a better player and contributing more for AC Milan than he does for Spurs. But do I believe he's coming? I don't like that. There we go.
Don't.
I like us little. Little. You know what? Just to give everything like a little bit of a break. Yeah. I'm gonna play this again.
Oh, good Lord.
Get our ugly mugs out of there. I don't know.
Skills.
Call up somebody. This guy, is that a flat ball he's playing with? I don't know. And look at this. He's got a tattoo. Spurs one. Oh, girl. All right. Oh,
all right. Stop.
That's too many times. That's too many times. Okay, but I don't know, guys. I made that with my cell phone, and I edited it on my cell phone. Well, the camera woman was my beautiful wife. But anyway, I don't know. What do you guys think? Anybody watching now or later? Just comment. Tell me what you think about the opening, because I think it's pretty sick. I think I might get a couple calls from a couple scouts in the next few days.
Yeah.
How could I not? That was fire. All right, but Sissoko, you want him to leave? I want him to leave.
I don't hate him. I think he's a good guy. Again, I think he's got some skills, but not he doesn't fit our team. He needs to go.
Well, and his presence in the locker room was so important that it sort of scares me. I don't like that he had so much influence and stuff. He was one of the ones that I suspected might have been given some trouble. That the group that Hugo infamously referred to in that post game interview, where he talked about some bad apples, and you just got to wonder if there's someone that holds that much influence, like if they get pissed off, and kind of are over it, how much that would influence the players around them, or that are their friends, or so that's just something that's in the back of my mind. Shane, though, I've had this up. Shane says that he was linked with Fabernacci. Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah. Fabernacci.
Yeah. Something to that degree.
Something close like that.
Yeah. And Shane can't believe it. He thought he'd be at Spurs forever, and me too, especially with the chunk of change we spent on him, and how Daniel Levy doesn't like to let players go at a loss. And he was at his age and at that price, he was going to be sold at a loss forever, no matter what. He also says, "Cool opener. I knew it. Nice. Thanks, Shane. You're the man. If I had something to give you, I would. But you get the #1 fan award, and that's not easy to get. Put that in Spurs trophy cabinet. Why don't you?" All right. Any more transfer rumors for me? You got any other ones? I know you got a secret list of names down there. What else you got for me?
No, that pretty much was everybody. Like I said, that dude from Bordeaux, but I can't even read my own handwriting on his last name. So there you go.
Did you tell me his age already, or am I?
He's 21 as well. So the people that I have on my list is the Russian dude who's 20, Martinez and Blahalik, who are both I'm sorry, Martinez is 23 and Valhalla and this other guy are 21. So we're looking at some pups. I mean, that's a good
Yeah, and
sign.
them being in the same age range, kind of same age bracket, makes me wonder if maybe you talked about Paratici's and his method of being after more than one player at a time, and I wonder if he views those players as comparable.
Easy gets.
Yeah, or even
yeah.
just that he could. I know that you said one plays primarily on the right, the other one's an attacking midfielder, but I mean, especially if you're younger, you can those two positions. I think you could kind of switch.
I think that I think that clearly it looks like the goal is that we are in the middle of a project that we are building for a future, and if we get young talent like this, it could be an interesting. This year might be kind of rough, but
Rocky.
The next 2 or 3 years could be,
yeah,
explosive.
for those who
and
for
that
those
sounds
brand new
wonderful.
fans that didn't get to watch the wonderful rebuild and subsequent explosion and stuff under Poch, this kind of would give them that chance to experience. I feel bad.
Explosion followed by subsequent implosion.
Yeah, exactly. It was like
it's like the Big Bang Theory. It expands and then it comes back on itself like
and then
a
eventually
black hole of hell.
It's a cycle, and it's about to cycle back again, and we're going to
we're going to explode again.
Force that we used to be. Pardon my language. I've been.
We never thought we'd be talking astrophysics when we started this, did we?
You never really know with us, especially
Yep.
Man, but okay. So the season's about to start, and I can't wait because for one, fucking speculating about transfer stuff is exhausting, and refreshing my browser on the Tottenham subreddit is exhausting.
I kind of love it. It's better than listening to who's injured this week. So,
It's funny that you say that. Yeah, I hope to see that change.
It does frighten me that, Ramero comes in already a little bit injured, and I think people are going to take knocks. People are going to take knocks. That will happen. But it does seem like Spurs have more of their fair share of injuries.
Shane says that Nuno likes to blood the youngsters, which is great news because we definitely have those.
So
I hope.
Interestingly, I heard that he's a very quiet man.
Well, you can tell
who watches and watches, and then makes a strong and firm decision and sticks by it. So that's interesting.
Yeah,
I think that sounds kind of good.
Like a grandpa, kind of like somebody's grandpa. I don't know. He reminds me. I wish he was my grandpa. Maybe that's why I'm saying that. So I'll write him a letter, see if he's interested in being my grandpa. Shane, I completely agree with you, bud. Kane's my worry too.
Yeah.
I wonder.
We were ignoring the elephant in the room, were we not?
Yes, I was trying. I didn't want to mention it, but damn it, it's there. So why not hit it? What the fuck?
Okay, what's your feeling? Stay or go?
Go. Right?
You think he's definitely going to go, or you want him to go?
I don't know. So someone posted, and I'm actually going to read from it.
All I got to say is Pep is the biggest asshole in the whole wide world.
Well,
if you want him, come get him. Quit saying it's up to them to say if they're going to.
Yeah, he's a ding dong.
Oh, you lost a light.
I lost a light.
Well, you look very. There you go. You're back.
It's because let me do this. Oh wait, it's okay. I'm just gonna look like shit for a second.
Why?
Secret. It's but anyway, a former player, and I don't know. Quote could be fake. It was on a fucking picture. You're not supposed to trust those. But I saw it posted to the Tottenham subreddit, and he was saying, Harry Kane was given permission to go on vacation. He was staying at Joe Lewis's place. He extended for some
Then why
time.
the hell has a club not taken up for him when everybody was eviscerating him online?
Cameras and shit at our training ground, and we're
the new manager says he's never spoke to him. Does I mean, no, I find that to be complete and total bullshit. Sorry, I just do.
Shane doesn't want him to go, thinks he's going to go. And man, I think he's going to go. And I used to not want him to. And I don't, and I don't want him to, but I'm just so angered by this whole situation. I just
Poorly
don't feel like,
handled,
and cowardly, sort of.
for sure.
I
Now
get that
there's
you don't want
another
to
the
you don't want
other
your
thing is that
reputation to
he's
get
going to
beat up.
stay and he's going to sign a contract a new contract that he'll get a bonus at the front end, but he'll also get to leave. Uh, he'll have a escape clause or whatever the hell release clause,
Release clause.
which
Yeah,
will guarantee a certain price for him next summer. But I could kind of see that happening.
I
But
could too, but
that's the other big
he would
thing.
have to come out and say something, and he's not really that type of guy. But he needs to make some kind of a statement,
Yeah.
or else, or a statement in the form of scoring 3 goals against Manchester City in the first game of the
So
season.
do you think he'll play in the first game?
He's
Nuno
eligible
says
or whatever.
everybody. That's what Nuno says, but I mean, honestly,
I
he's
don't
not
know.
played with the team.
I'm pretty
There's
sure he
no.
has it in his contract that he gets to play himself whenever he wants. That's
That's
the only way to
crazy
explain.
talk.
That's the only way to explain his inclusion in the Champions League final and some other questionable games that I'm gonna
Does
pretend like I
any other
remember.
player? Have you ever heard of a player having that in their contract?
No, but I also Harry Kane's a world class player at a team that is been under his level for a while, and I think that weird clauses like that aren't unrealistic. And I know that Daniel Levy likes to do some weird things in lieu of
You do.
actually paying people.
uh,
But a lot of bonus based things, and
yeah. Yeah, I totally don't understand that concept, but
yeah, Kane's brother's a fucking idiot, Shane. I have no idea what he's thinking, who he thought he was.
man, I hope to God in the end, if nothing else, Harry's learned to fire his ass.
Yeah,
I mean, he is his brother, but
just give your family members money. Just give them some money. Don't give them a job.
yeah, yeah.
Don't give him a job. I mean, that's you're doing them
Maybe he
and yourself.
realizes he's in over his head and he'll step down. I mean,
If Kane was smart, he would just blame it all on his brother and let his brother fall on the sword for this whole like shenanigans stunt thing, and because he
yeah,
doesn't really have much of a public reputation to uphold, whereas Kane is the family money and the family.
yeah.
So I think Charlie
Be
needs
kind
to
of
fall on the sword.
embarrassing.
Charlie's got
Be
to
kind
do
of
it.
embarrassing.
Sorry, Char, but you got to
Sorry,
take
Charlie.
this one. Got to take it. Yeah, it's fucked. Either way, the situation's weird. I wouldn't want to be him and having to walk back into training that first day and just be like,
They're big boys that get paid big money. They can handle the stress. I mean, yeah, it might
very
be
true. And
awkward, but
yeah,
they'd probably have a little banter. They'd get over it. It'll be fine.
and like I said, fans are the most fickle people. He scores some goals, we all forget about it. It never happened.
Probably.
But he is going to leave really soon. If he doesn't leave this summer, and I still think
that's
that he
why
will.
I kind of hope he is actually signing this contract that says he can leave in the summer with a release clause, because that means we don't have to play this game again in January.
Yeah, true. What? Okay,
I don't
so what number
this.
would you be happy with for that release clause?
Next year?
Mm-hmm. Hundo?
Hundo.
Put a hundo on it. Throw a hundo. Do I have to get the money? Yeah, I'll get the money out.
I can do it.
Throw some hundos on it.
You need to pull up some pound notes, dude.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm sorry.
You can do it.
I don't have them.
You can find one. That's your
Scott,
homework.
What Scott got to say here? Very true. If Kane had an agent that was worth their own weight, he'd already be gone. So maybe we should be happy that Charlie represents him. Good point. One of the mega ultra
keep him forever.
Agents, one of the like mega agents would have definitely gotten him a release clause. Fuck, sure. I would have gotten him a release clause. Jesus Christ. But
I certainly wouldn't have had him signed for 6 years. I would have tried like a 3 or 4 year contract.
Yeah, that's a bit excessive, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
You like my Louis Vuitton background?
I couldn't even tell what it was. Sorry, dude.
Oh, killing me. I gotta change it again.
I'm sorry. I'm talking on a phone and you're like microscopic. So
Go back to Spurs training grounds. And by training
Training
ground,
ground. That's a training ground?
stadium. Yeah, this is what our training ground looks like.
We
Catching
need
me
to tell them the
slipping.
story about how we've tried to get in that stadium 2 trips in
Oh,
a row, and
well,
how sad our
I mean,
sad, woeful story.
it's not that cool or sad of a story, but the first time we went to London, we had intended to see Spurs play. It was the season we were at Wembley, right? It
It was
was. Yep.
no,
It
no, no,
was.
no, no,
No.
no. We were supposed to. They were supposed to have been in the stadium, and we were coming for the very last game of the year, or the second to last game of the year. And remember, they put it off 6 weeks, and when they put it off 6 weeks, it wasn't the last game of the year, but
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean. It was that season.
the reason they put it off was for Crystal Palace to
Yeah,
play in a cup final, and that cup final would have happened at
yeah,
Wembley, and so that was when
yeah,
we were at Wembley, and the new stadium was
yeah,
not yet
yeah.
finished. But we were
But
going
we
to at
get
least
all the
see
way
the
to we
boys
can
play.
fly all the way to London to try to go, or at least be there for
Yeah,
and
we hadn't
they
scored
put it off for
tickets, but
6 weeks, so we didn't get to do it. Then we had a stadium tour scheduled in a second trip, and then we have a pandemic, and we couldn't go. So
we're one of the
2
many
times
people
lucky.
that have been fucked by the pandemic. But yeah, we'll see Spurs play one of these
Oh,
days.
absolutely.
And I mean, we've seen them over
I
here
believe
twice.
God doesn't want us there.
I don't believe in
Yeah, yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah. We've seen them play here and friendly, so thank God for that. So yeah,
Yeah, and I got all those autographs. That Dele one still means a lot to me.
yeah.
That was right after he joined, and I think he was just fucking shocked that somebody in the U.S. knew who he was. But yeah, that was amazing. What a night! Oh, what a night!
That was a great time.
Sure was. Only
That
thing
was
that
fun.
beats that is just watching that semifinal. And then if anyone wants to see that, there is a video of the reaction to Lucas's final goal
Oh
on this
yeah, yeah,
exact YouTube channel. So check
yeah.
it out. It's in the clips or shorts or something it's called, but goddamn, that was a good time. Indy Spurs represent.
That was fun.
It was a good time. So, okay, what positions need strengthened? Season's about to start. You get 2 more signings. Where do you put them?
We got at least one striker, at least one, and the 2 if Kane's leaving.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of some positions. I still think another midfielder.
I'll put the same question. I'm sorry to cut you off. Same question to the people in the chat, though. If you guys want to comment away,
and who specifically do you want?
Yeah, that would be great too. And I might give you 3. Fuck it, let's make it easier. Let's go 3 because we need 2 strikers, really. I think, but you don't have to think that, you know. So, Todd and Mom.
I say we hold on to Tanganga. Don't let him go off and loan in some Turkish team. I do think he does need more time on the pitch. So maybe he does have to go to loan.
Hey, Bob Spurs here. What's up, Bob? Piss off, Bob. He says, big up, big love. How long do you 2 give the club and Kane to provide clarity? When's the deadline? Good question, man. That really is a good. That's like the eternal question now. He needed to have provided clarity already, in my opinion. That's why I'm mad. That's why I kind of think I'm through with the man. I think that he shouldn't play for. It wouldn't have been hard. All you would have had to do is send out a tweet that says, I'm extending my vacation. I've seen some stuff in the papers. I just want to put my foot on that before it gets out of control." And he could have done that. And even if he was angling for a move,
even if it was a lie, and he was still trying to put the screws to Levy, or was trying to engineer an exit or extending, this contract thing that people keep talking about that may or may not be true. Anything to have soothed the fandom would have been a smart move,
Yeah, no, you're 100%. But he was trying to, I think, lower his value, and he had to piss off the club for that to happen.
If that's the case, then screw him.
Fuck
that's
him.
That's such disloyal crap that I can't,
Yeah, Bob said piss off back, but not to you. He said not.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but everyone.
But I know Bob tells everybody to piss off, so I wouldn't take it personally.
But to anyone watching this live or later, and I mean the people who are in the chat, you already have, I'm sure. But anyone watching this later or anytime, go to Bob Spur. Go to his channel, Bob Spur TV. It's a blast. There's always crazy people. It's always intense, explosive. Sometimes there's fights. It's awesome. Just go and just really check out his channel. Like, subscribe, comment on old videos. Anything you can do to help that man out. He deserves it. He works super hard. Back to the dumb shit. So Shane, though, says that 2 strikers and a CAM, center offensive or center attacking midfielder. What do you think? Think that's pretty good? Is that? I think that we still needed another defender.
If we're getting Tomiyasu.
Yeah, Tomiyasu doesn't count here. Okay. So that Scott says if only 2, then 2 CBs and then a goal scoring right winger. That's a solid. That's some solid options. We sort of have we know we need more firepower. We know we need more players towards the front end of the pitch.
We need. If we don't have Kane, we definitely need somebody to partner with Sonny. Sonny plays better.
He can't do it. No, he's really limited when he plays through the middle. He has his trademark move where he
his runs.
Dribbles down the left, cuts back, and then earns himself some room and then takes a nice curling shot at the far post, and it's awesome. It can't be stopped. Tommy mentioned that. We mentioned that in another video. That's just his trademark move. And,
hey, I didn't watch. How did Bergwijn do? On
his performance Arsenal doesn't stand out to me. Which it's been a while, and I've done a lot of things since then. But honestly, I can't really remember. He's looked tidy up until that game. I think
he was definitely improving.
Bob Spur says center back, right winger, striker. Ideally, 2 strikers. Big up for the big up. In that case, piss off, Mom. Bob,
awesome.
You're a real one, Bob. It's good to have you here, man. And I agree, though, that one of the 3 would definitely need another center back. Romero's good. Romero's the truth, but we can't transform. I don't think we can really transform our defense with one player. I don't know if Tomiyasu is going to be that other guy. If you just look at how fucking that dude's a brick house. Like he's a big man. And I know that he's a right back, but I think that he could do the job in the middle. Whether or not that's better than what we get out of Dyer or Sanchez is another story. But
now this is old news, but wasn't there talk of it about this is very old news, us kind of rating Wolves for some more players?
There had been, but I think that was just easy paper talk. I think that was
the good news would be that Nuno knows how to deal with them and knows what they've got to offer. But if there's nobody that he wants,
the fact that we haven't gone for Connor Cody, a really good defender.
That was curious.
Well, that pretty much solidifies in my mind that we're going to be playing with a back 4. Connor Cody is shit.
I hated him when he played against us. I hated him when he played against us. Which makes me think, wouldn't it be great to have? Oh yeah, you talk shit about him. Chatting shit. You were chatting shit big time.
Bad shit and getting banged. Not really. That's means a whole other thing here. It's gross.
Stop it.
So Connor Cody plays well in a 3 at the back. 3 center backs.
Yeah.
He fucking sucks in it too. And so the fact that we haven't even made a move for him makes me think that we're going with a 2 instead of a 3, which is what we've played in our preseason games for the most part. I think we've switched maybe to a 3 for bits.
I don't think
I think
we have, it's been pretty limited.
Right. And so that's probably why we haven't gone for Cody. Another good point from Scott. He says Berg was okay against ours, wasn't bad, but didn't do anything that could change your opinion on him going into the game. Yeah,
man, I'd love to see that boy step up.
Me too. I really wonder.
He's got pace. He's pretty strong.
Right. He's got that low center of gravity thing.
Literally looks like it's just a crisis of confidence with him, man. He just
probably had to deal with the death threats and all the other crazy shit that he got after those misses versus Liverpool.
That's insane.
People were not very nice at all.
Well,
but I mean, that's one thing. You got to have a thick skin. And I also think that it would just be in your best interest not to get on social
Yeah.
media. But
Yeah.
how? But
Hire somebody else to watch it for you and just stay the hell away.
but I read
You
an
know?
article from Andros Townsend. It's a very very old article where he kind of comes
Kitty
clean
cat.
about his life and stuff. But he talks
Yeah.
about how he couldn't not. He read all of this stuff about him. He read every single article, and that scares me. If anyone gets on Reddit, yeah, players should just
God.
not be able to get on Reddit. Reddit's a
Yeah.
cesspool of.
But it's also hilariously funny. So
Yeah. Oh, I love it there, and I hate it there. It's sort of
Yeah.
like Twitter. Twitter's worse.
I think Twitter's meaner than any platform. Just saying.
Yeah, Twitter sucks.
Yeah.
But, well, it's about time. It's about that time to wrap it up. Oh, real quick though, Bob Spur. Ramero alongside Dyer or Sanchez should be illegal, man. Think Tomiyasu will slot in at a tucked right back. Surprised we didn't hijack West Spam's Milinkovic target. He does like Dave.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce
sadly missed
that?
out him.
How do you pronounce that, Ma?
I can't see it, so I can't tell you how to pronounce it.
Bob, you might have to comment with the pronunciation guide for us.
I'm sorry. I just
Stinky
literally
Americans.
I need like reading glasses to see what I'm looking at. So
I've heard great things about Milenkovic. I heard that
yeah,
he wasn't
and
really the finished
he's definitely
article,
going to
though.
spam, huh?
Well, for like 19 million too is the price that I
But
saw quoted.
If we get
fucking
Tomiyasu, is that enough coverage on the
I don't
right?
think so, but I could see the bald man saying so.
If that's the case, then we absolutely have to keep Tanganga.
Well, yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Tanganga
we
has
can't
to
send REA away and we'll have to,
Well, and there haven't been any bids for REA that I've heard of, which is
I don't care, give him away.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's on his last year. He's entering into the final year of his contract. So come January, he'll be able to negotiate a pre-contract, and so I could see no teams coming for him, and then him leaving for a free. But fine. I just wish that he wasn't here in the meantime, but he is.
Well, I wish we could, at least get, I don't know, a hamburger for him or something. I just nominal something. But.
Yeah.
I just hate the fact that he's taking up the space. Don't get me wrong. 40% of the time he plays well, but
it's not his play that I'm upset with, or that I don't want around. It's his attitude, and I don't know how much of that is. I don't want to say leaking
overblown,
onto, but yeah. Well, no, I don't know how much of that is carrying over to the other players. How much influence he holds, how much he's poisoning the well, and so
it's so weird when you watch the training sessions, that they put the video out. It's amazing to me the little cliques that seem to be, there are certain players that are always together, and it's not just language. I mean, it's clearly like friendships and stuff like that. But it's
friends.
Sometimes it amazes me how there seem to be teammates that maybe just simply don't like each other. Which, of course, anytime you're in a organization that will happen, but
relationship.
Yeah,
Bob, hit me up about that. I'm definitely in for that. Thank you for the invite, man. No one else gets to know. That was a secret between me and Bob.
He invited you on a show.
Nope, that's not what it is.
He invited you for a pint.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be there. I'll be there in London, buddy. Well, I don't know if that's where you live, shit, but we're meeting in London, all right, Bob? It's where I got a ticket voucher. I'll just pop over. I think I got a quarantine when I get there, so I'll be doing that at your house. And then we'll just do the show just live together from your house, Bob. Let me know in the comments.
You're double jabbed.
Yeah,
I think with your double jab and a negative, I think you're probably okay.
Oh shit, man. Let's do it. Let's do this dance. No, Harry had to quarantine when he came back from Florida.
That's true.
But Florida is like the worst place on earth. Yeah. If anyone is watching this and you're from Florida, I'm real sorry. And we're
talking
wrapping
COVID
up.
Cesspool. We're not necessarily talking cesspool as a whole.
I mean, you say what you say. I'll say what I say. Hey, we're wrapping things up.
Play along.
Everyone's getting a taste of what is called a Midwestern goodbye.
Yeah.
That means it's going to take us about 20 minutes to wrap this up. We'll say bye 3, maybe 4 times. and
We'll
then we'll
walk to the
finally leave.
car. We'll say bye again.
Oh, bye. See you. If you got any ranch dressing, now would be the time to get some out, eat it. Maybe some watermelon. These are all Midwestern things to any of you Brits or Aussies that don't understand. I don't know what that
Okay.
accent was. Forgive me. I'm
Well,
sorry.
that was terrible. I don't know. I don't even know if that was Australian or British or what that was.
It was a combo, I think, from both my friends. Bob wants to do it. He's in. Let's go live together after 20 pints and tell the world to piss off. I'm so in, man. I'm so in. And Shane says over there they've just come out of lockdown again. Are you kidding me, man?
Wow.
That's brutal.
Wow.
Sorry that you had to go through that, but you made it.
We're
I'm glad you
remasking
did it.
in Indiana. Yay.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't think they ever really stopped masking, at least much in the UK.
No.
So
No.
they don't have much sympathy.
They
but
don't have idiot politicians that are saying, throw open the doors, just do everything like normal.
Shane says he's going to get the banjo out for Midwestern. That's a little.
Hey,
little
that's
more.
Southern. That's Southern. That's not Midwestern.
I don't know.
He's
You could
talking.
probably find some people playing the banjo. We're close to Kentucky. If you just cross that line into there, which is just one state over,
It's like another world.
You'll find country there.
All right, dude.
Bob said, "Why the German accent?" That's what Bob said it was. Oh shit! See, worse than I thought. Worse than I thought. Well, okay, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Chatting Shit with Colin and the Totten Mom over there. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you haven't already, do me a favor. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, comment on it. And you know what? If you don't want to do any of those things, just don't. That's okay too. Just be yourself. Love yourself. Have a great rest of the week. I'll see some of y'all again, but have a great rest of the week. And I believe in you. So believe in yourself.
Wow, that's so inspirational.
Chase your dreams.
If you're working trying to find a new tagline, I don't think those are the.
How about
we can't say piss off because it's been taken.
Thanks, motherfuckers.
Okay, bye.